Hey there, once upon a time, like ages ago, I used to play Droidfish on my phone. Now I have a tablet. You can see above there, I set the engine at 2400 because I played it at 2200 and it's far too easy. Stockfish 16.1. I can't offer expert analysis on this, sorry. Okay, G3, E5, I play the Dutch defense and have done since the mid-90s. Bishop G2, F5, so Dutch setup with a Reti start. Okay, it can transpose. D4, so black in the Dutch really needs to push that E-pawn, otherwise he's going to get a worse game. Here, there it goes, E4, right. Knight has to come there. Well, no, it could, D3 and E2 it could come, but it's not very effective. Knight F6, standard move. D5, you don't normally get that, but okay, whatever. So black almost always castles kingside, so I thought I'll play the bishop on c5 rather than e7 because your position can become cramped if you put the bishop there. And you can probably see it's easy to target f2 and e3, which I'm about to do. And if needs be, because white often expands on the queen side, you can play a5 to protect the bishop and slot it back if you need to. Okay, castles. Good players seldom castle, but I always castle if I can. Yeah, might have something to do with generally being talentless, but whatever. C4, yeah, standard move. D6, well, obviously development is important in chess. Need to start moving in that direction. B3, I don't really understand it. Well, no, correction. Okay, I understood it when it's played, not what follows. Yeah, you can play different ways. You just decide where you want to put the dark squared bishop. It's up to you. Right, okay, so now there's not a great deal of point in playing the Dutch defense if you don't get some attack in. Usually on the king side, hence the reason you've moved your f-pawn, which is obviously not a developing move per se, but it can be effective later on in the opening or the middle game. Don't even need to tell you that, obviously. Alright, yes, I have to admit, I found this to be a bit odd. I assumed b3 would be played to fianchetto the bishop. So, I don't know what they're doing to the program and the engine, but they're obviously putting in suboptimal moves here. And in addition, White's just ignored my plan. Not that my plan is particularly brilliant, but it's in keeping with the Dutch in the sense that you get an attack in. Okay, I was expecting f3 here, that didn't come, and I wasn't sure exactly what the best move here was. Knight takes or bishop takes. So I went for knight takes, obviously forking queen and rook, so that gets chopped off, bishop gets chopped off, King H1, yep, that's what I would play. Black is underdeveloped and has to do something about that. I wouldn't mind my knight coming to E4, so knight A6. And again, another suboptimal move, which tells me I need to maybe increase the strength of the engine, perhaps. I don't know how they programmed it. Anyway, knight c5, knight c2. This is not what white should be doing. White has the initiative from the start and really should be the first to attack. playing your knights to the rim and then moving them backwards. White shouldn't really be playing like this. Anyway, in the spirit of the Dutch, let's push on. Yeah, that's, black has options like bishop takes h3 and then knight e4. Ooh, a bit naughty. Right, okay. So, knight takes bishop, pawn takes. That pawn becomes an asset later. I am not an expert, so I can't claim to be correct in what I say, really. I'm just offering my opinion, but I would want to do something about that pawn, like attack it. You could argue it's a weakness because it can't be defended. It allows me to set problems, which you will see in due course. Instead, we get this move. I can't believe he was thinking knight g5 stuff because, well, I mean, I just take the knight, but I mean, it's feasible to play rook takes f8, queen takes f8, then knight g5. Yeah, I mean, well, I hope it's a bit better than that. Anyway, I'm expecting the knight to get kicked here. I anticipated b4 coming. So I played bishop g4. I also thought I might want to play, if I can, queen d7 or queen d8. But b4 came, and then the knight has to come back. I didn't want the knight blocking in the bishop, so I moved the bishop out first. And then this move you get a lot in the Dutch. Not a good idea for me to take it. You'll get rolled in the center. So, knight comes to e5. My knight's better than his, but I've got to keep an eye because all the positional trumps against the Dutch, I play like the fianchetto bishop, can be maximized. Expansion on the queen side can be capitalized upon. I do need to be a bit careful. So definitely can't open up the position. So anyway, c6 came. Yeah, I can't afford to take that. So we've got to keep it closed. White's got too much space on the queen side for me to start play over there. In comes knight f4. Yep, I admit I couldn't understand why that was played. So a5 because I want to tie the queen to the a pawn. In comes knight e6. I didn't even think about this move. And you'll see, I mean, I didn't stop to think, should I play rook takes f1 first? I did think about it, but I didn't dwell on it. So, I didn't see any kind of threat from this at all. So I just took it. And then he took my rook. I didn't really understand it, to be honest. I recaptured. He recaptured. And I start playing imprecisely here. I really should play pawn takes b4, but I don't. Anyway, so I thought, okay, I want the f file for my rook, and let's attack the e pawn as well. I didn't see what was coming, so b takes. I didn't think, should I play b takes a5? It doesn't look good because rook b7 is coming, and that doesn't look very nice. I just took with the rook. It looks natural. I didn't see that move. Oh, and guess what? It's a blunder and I didn't pick up on it. I could have played rook c5 straight away, couldn't I? And then I've won the game. But I didn't play that. I just took it. Because I thought, okay, c7, then I play rook c5. Oh, I should have won, shouldn't I? Never mind. Okay, so he queens, so I capture. Queens. Queen F8. I don't. That can't be any good. At this point, I've got moves like Knight C5, yes. Holding the pawns, yes. But I'm going to end up with a passive position. E7 is obviously going to come with the frail bishop G5. Doesn't look very good at all. I could play passively. I mean, I could have played knight g6 perhaps, or I was looking at queen e8, and then if queen takes b6, queen takes e6. I think it probably loses, so I'm glad I didn't play that. But I was thinking more in terms of counterattacking still, because that's often the only way you can stay alive. So I played knight g4, knowing all too well that e7 is coming, and what I had in mind had better work, and I calculated that it did, but I didn't expect king g1, knight h3, and then king h1. If we go back, I was expecting bishop takes h3, queen f2 check, king h1, queen e1 check. You can't play bishop f1 because queen takes f1 is checkmate, so he has to play king g2, and then I can play queen f2 or queen takes e2 as I so wish. But anyway, it would have been a draw anyway, and repetition, and yeah, okay, it's a draw. Strange kind of game, but you do kind of get them. However, we've got analysis mode on, but I can't make head nor tail of it. Let's go back a bit. So, after this move, it's saying 1.6, 1.50. G5? I'm not playing G5 there. Okay, could I have one with this? M8. Oh no, oh my mistake, I've overlooked. Oh no, my mistake. That's a blunder. Okay, I didn't play. I draw as fair result then. Okay, good. Okay, I'll take a draw then. Alright, let's stop the video. Oh look, I pressed the wrong button now.